All right, people, this is Renegade Operative, and today we will be covering some Tokyo Game Show news. Today we're going to be talking about DMC, Devil May Cry 5. They recently had a presentation and I wanted to cover all the news and give my opinions and everything. The first thing is first. There was recently some drama with Devil May Cry 5. Suicide Silence, they made a song called Subhuman, and that was going to be Dante's main battle theme. Once again, all this information comes from DMC5 info, so I'm crediting them. Be sure to check them out on Twitter. But anyway, there was a song called Subhuman, and Suicide Silence, they got roasted. They got dislike bombed to high hell. That song was complete screamo trash. It was incomprehensible. It didn't make any sense, and I believe that the forerunner was in some serious allegations. One of the lead singers, at least, he is being under investigation for some underage sexual misconduct. And Capcom also severed some ties with him as well. So yeah, it's some shit going on with Suicide Silence. A lot of people said that their band hasn't been that great. I don't know why Capcom picked these guys to begin with, but I figure I might as well talk about it. I didn't like the song either, and this is coming from a guy who pretty much fuck off Windows. I'm leaving that in. Fuck you, Windows. Anyway, this is coming from a guy who pretty much loves rock and metal and industrial rock. I didn't like that song. I think, number one, they probably should have got someone like Jamie Christopherson, who worked on Metal Gear Rising soundtrack. He also worked on Dead Rising 4. I don't know why, but that happened. A lot of people are wanting this guy called Little V, and he worked on a cover for Devil May Cry 5. Like, this situation is the opposite of Devil Trigger. Like, that song Devil Trigger was so positively received, and Subhuman is a fucking mess. I don't want to dwell on this for too long, but I just wanted to point that out. Yeah, hopefully people get either Little V or Mick Gordon to redo the soundtrack, or the guy from MGR. I'm just hoping, I'm just reaching for high fucking heavens right now. That Dante track needs to be redone in more capable hands. Now let's move on to the part that is interesting. We're gonna talk about the trailer here, so let me exit out here. Make sure I'm still good in recording. Theater mode. Let's rock, baby. So the ever-present Devil May Cry shop. Dante still cannot afford to keep the lights on.
Devil May Cry. I got a gig. Cash up front.
Alright, so it seems like we're squaring off with some demons in the underworld. Classic Rebellion style combo with Dante, and we have Trickster dodging in full effect. The kill cams from DMC is back. I don't know who asked for the kill cam in the reboot, but it is there. There is the million stab. Now this weapon is very, very intriguing. This is the Balrog, named after the patented Street Fighter combatant. The Balrog does what you would expect. It does a boxing stance. Very cool. You also have the Real Impact. That looks like Real Impact to me. Tell me that is Real Impact right there. Oh my fucking god. Alright. Also with the Balrog, you could do this weird maneuver. Like, it looks like capoeira. It looks like something out of Tekken, you know, with Eddie Gordo, where he does these weird flip kicks and everything. They said that Balrog has two styles, the first one being the boxing style, the second one being focused on these kicks. So I'm wondering, will, you know, Dante's styles also factor into the equation with the dodging from the enemy attack. Oh, that's awesome. He kicked them right into the fucking hole. That's great. There's Ebony and Ivory, fan favorites. Hopefully these guns aren't nerfed in DMC5 because they were in DMC4 and that was quite disappointing. High time.
First come, first serve on the target.
Here's Trish, her new face, which people, you know, complained about, but to me it's whatever.
That's right. Music to my ears.
There's Sparta as well, which looks kind of different. It has like these runes and everything into the sword. And someone pointed it out best. It looks like the back of a spine with the bones. But hey, you know, Trish and Lady, they're looking pretty good. She can also taunt as well. I noticed that in the gameplay, so it's kind of, I didn't mean to full screen. That's kind of like either mocking Dante or something. And also Nico meets Dante. We get some story exposition here.
The infamous Dante. My grandmother is Nero Goldstein, the gunsmith that made all your fancy weapons.
Yeah, her grandmother or grandfather, I don't know which, because I'm not paying attention to the volume. It's kind of low on my side, but apparently one of her relatives made Dante's guns, which is, you know, maybe he'll get some upgrades from Nico as well. There's the Coyote A doing a few gunslinger moves. This part is funny. Dante's like shaving his face from an enemy's attack. It doesn't get any more better than that. More Balrog.
Guess I get to see it with my own eyes. Dante, I'm gonna go too.
Okay, Nero's coming along. We see his attacks. He has the drop kick back. And also the powered up arm. They talked about the arms as well. I think they have official names now. Let me see if I can go and find them really quickly for you guys. Hold on a second. DMC5 info. So all the arms, they do have names. Most indeed. I can't believe I didn't catch this before, so give me a bit. You might see some weird memes. This is the part of the video that's really interesting. Here's the official names of the arms. We have Helter Skelter, Punchline, Buster Arm, Overture, Gibera, Tomboy, Ragtime, and Rawhide. I believe that Tomboy is being used right here where he's like charging up. Also, another trailer is playing. Sorry about that. Draw kick. Tomboy time.
I've got all the power I need. Right here.
It seems like Nero's still trying to prove something to Dante, showing their relationship. You know, you're my nephew, you're a little shit. There's the charge shot from Tomboy.
Hey, tough guy. That'll keep him, but not for long.
Now this Tippet here,
Gone to hell and back, taken over by the underworld. Not just
I said a few times, I said on a few occasions that the story of DMC5 being multi-layered like Resident Evil 6, it kind of reminds me of that because RE6, it had a global outbreak. It's the same case for DMC5 where the demonic invasion is happening everywhere.
here, but everywhere,
You see?
but everywhere.
Nico said, you know, the demonic tree is causing this shit everywhere.
Not just here, but everywhere.
Let me see, what arm was that one? That was Rawhide. Alright, cool, cool, cool. Dante on the Calavere, or whatever they call it, I don't know. That's the bike weapon. As I said before, I made a small critique that the general attack for the motorbike It's a little bit slow, but the bike itself seems fun to use. And there's also like additional stun lock if you use it, so see, the enemy just can't do shit. He uses the he does like a wheelie, knocks him away. Very interesting weapon. I assume the levels for Dante, they have to be big to accommodate this bike. A bit bigger than expected. That's what she said. Now this is very interesting. So we have a boss battle. An enemy with an electric sword. A lot of people said that, you know, it's Alistair, the sword that was in DMC 1 personified. That would be an interesting boss fight because there would be some story, some heritage behind that fight, but that is just speculation for now. So you got Dante doing, you know, some air hikes, fighting him, some high times. Love that design, the colors and everything. So there's Devil Trigger. Still looks insect-like.
Hey, this is my gig.
More of like her cherry pie. I don't know what I was saying there. Sorry about that. But there's more of Trish and Lady.
This is my gig. Leave Nero out of this. Jackpot.
Interesting trailer. So very interesting, man.
Meet your new client.
He who desires but act not breeds pestilence. So it is written.
This is the mysterious third character. If you've been playing along and reading up on your info and looking up your homework, then you would know that V's face has been revealed long before this trailer because DMC5 got leaked out, unfortunately, and we saw V ahead of time. He is a mysterious third playable character that supposedly uses summons. You get a few teases of this with the book that he has, which has V on the front of it, by the way. But this book will summon spells and possibly monsters to use in combat. This is not an uncommon thing to see in video games. We had this before in Prototype 2 with James Heller, and also I think it was in God of War 3 with the Hades weapon where you could summon things from the underworld. How that factors into combat, I have no idea. I assume that V is a long-range character and you use all those summons to your advantage. Now, there is some extra info. There is a synopsis. The mysterious man V appearing in the new trailer. He is a slim man who uses a cane. What is he glaring profoundly at? While his relationship with Dante and Nero is not clear, there is no doubt that he holds the key in this story, meaning he's going to be a very important character no matter how you slice it, no matter how you don't like his looks, no matter how you believe that he's from Mind Freak and he needs to go back to that show. Kylo Ren needs to go back to a Death Star or something, who knows, but he's going to be very important in some capacity. What that importance will be, no one knows yet, but his quote, "He who desires but acts not breeds pestilence," is a quote by William Blake. I would say this quote from William Blake and a lot of other story bits from the leaks, they all correlate back to this poet, this author. So I think a lot of people, they might want to be on the lookout for William Blake's work to find out more about what might be going down with V, to find out what they might be quoting. I'm just saying in general, that is good research to look at, because again, Capcom is pulling a source from somewhere for this character and shaping up some things. It might be superficial, it might be actually very important to the story details. I know the final boss is very important, where his name came from, and William Blake ties to that. So next we're going to go to the end of the trailer, and we have a little surprise. Comes out March 8th, 2019.
Hey, I got a new arm for ya.
And there you have it, folks. That definitely was the Mega Buster from Mega Man lore. We will be using that as a pre-order bonus alongside a few other arms. If you can really see in this image, I believe that is a fork tied to a Nero arm that you could use. I'm not sure about this one, but we also have the great sweet release of Death, because this arm is amazing for several reasons. I'm gonna name them off, but reading this is pretty strange. So there is a Devil Breaker called Sweet Surrender that was created by Nico to relieve Kyrie's tension. Nero is too rough to do the job without hurting Kyrie, so this device is made of soft materials. Its vibration feature is especially effective at alleviating shoulder and hip pain. That sounds like a sexual weapon. I don't know. Someone said Nero fists his wife. Why are you people? Look, put on some porno music. I don't care. Capcom, you are a bunch of freaks. It's not even subtle like that guy said. It's not even subtle. It's a sexual devil arm. And Nero uses it for whatever reason. Now, the main course here is that there's going to be a deluxe edition of DMC5. Comes with a different cover, which is what you see in this wallpaper. It looks just like this with the three main characters on the front, and it also has, like I said, the devil arms, live action cutscenes, which I assume is going to be like Resident Evil 5, where the people on the mocap stage are acting and the cutscenes are playing in that place. There's going to be 12 tracks, 12 battle tracks from DMC 1 through DMC 4, and those tracks will replace some of the battle music for particular characters. I believe that, I'm not sure if Taste the Blood is in there, but I think from DMC 3 they're going to have Devils Never Cry, which is awesome. Really fucking great. Let me see if I can find that. Is that in my info? I found it. Like, sorry, I'm cutting around a lot, but I finally found the info. So here's the battle tracks that you get. You get Public Enemy from DMC 1. That's pretty nice. Lock and Load, Fire Away, Shoot the Works. You get DMC 2 tracks, all that stuff. DMC 3, Devils Never Cry is in there. And we also have some stuff from DMC 4, Lock and Load, Sworn Through Swords, The Time Has Come. Awesome stuff. They talk about Virgil Battle 2 in the DMC 3 track pack, so I'm wondering, will we get some Virgil action as a secret character? Come on, Capcom, you guys are doing a lot of stuff for this game. That would be a nice incentive after you've beaten all 3 campaigns, just like RE6 with Ada Wong. You beat 3 campaigns, you unlock Ada. That would be a cool equivalent, a cool parallel to use some assets that will really make this a big Devil May Cry game. I'm just saying, fam. They also have alternate style rank announcers. You can turn that off, but you can also change them in the menu. And there's alternate title calls. So I assume maybe Dante says Devil May Cry, Nero, V, all that good stuff. Live action cutscenes, I'm not sure if I said it earlier, but it's probably just the mocap actors fucking around on stage while you watch the cutscenes and hear the VO. The interesting part for the last bit is that Dante gets an enhanced motorcycle variant that was done by Nico, which is red. The Cavalieri R. I don't know how to fucking say that, but I'm gonna try my best. It has instantaneous output, which has been increased, and its appearance matches Dante's thematic color. I don't know what that means by instantaneous output. I assume maybe it has a power boost or a speed boost. It could be both. There are some extra bonuses that you get if you pre-order from other regions. If you pre-order from Amazon Japan, you get this nifty drill arm in the shape of bananas. So if you want to go on Ape Escape monkey hunting hijinks, you can do that if you're from Japan. We're gonna exit this and we're gonna go to the main course. DMC5 has notable replay value coming up. This is not the first time that DMC experimented with co-op ventures. I believe that in DMC3 you could use Doppelganger on a second controller, but now they're flat out saying there might be 2 to 3 player online play. I mean, it's written in stone right there. You need a PlayStation Plus subscription to play online. I assume there could be potential crossover events in DMC5 where you could play with multiple characters in a campaign, or there is going to be Bloody Palace hijinks. I think Capcom aren't idiots. They know that Bloody Palace is a main component to Devil May Cry, and that would be a missed opportunity if you weren't able to team up with a buddy and kick some demon ass. I assume it could be also equivalent to the team missions in Ninja Gaiden 2 Sigma, where you could team up with a buddy, fight a multitude of demons, fight a multitude of bosses, and see how good you could really get. I think this would really work for Devil May Cry, and I think it will extend the longevity of the game, being able to play online, do some co-op, do some network play, and have fun. Here's another quick video that they have. It's the Mega Buster DLC. Apparently they had one where Nero's in motion. Here comes a new warrior. Here comes a new Devil Breaker. And he comes in just like Mega Man. Dude, he has like the fucking... Yo! It's the same like Robot Master intro. And I love it. There's the Goliath. Look! He does the Mega Man jump. That's funny, dude. He does the full charge too. Oh man, I love this cross promotion. Seriously. Now all we need is a fucking Zero sword and we're good. We need the Z Saber. Also, thank God they didn't use that camera angle because that looks bad. Also, when you die just like Mega Man. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I expected the crazy cross promoting. They even have the pose. Devil May Cry X Mega Man 11. Awesome. The final thing to note is that they do have EX colors. So if you pre-order the game, you will get EX colors. Let's go down the list. We have Reboot Dante. Again, he was in Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition as a color for Dante. So they're going with this again. The reboot was meh. It was mediocre in my opinion. Next we have Kratos, the Kratos color with Nero. He has the white and the brunette hair, so I think that is definitely referencing Kratos. We have the Gloria color for Trish. This one for Nico is supposedly based on Dante's Diesel outfit in Devil May Cry 2. Let me pull that up for you guys because you might not know. Fuck, what am I doing on the fucking keyboard, man? Put me in the nut house or something. Jesus, okay. Oh, Lucia had one too. I didn't know that. Oh, okay, interesting stuff here. So there's Lucia, there's Dante. It makes me wonder, since this game is going to be after Devil May Cry 2, will Lucia pop up somewhere in the story? That would be pretty cool. But there's his Diesel outfit. Nico's color is based on that, supposedly. And then we have Lady's cool ass costume. Again, the black comes out. She has like shades on. It's pretty dope. Again, it seems like they're pulling from this design right here in the middle. This one, it looks badass, man. What can I say? I hope that they have some skins or EX colors for V. I think they didn't reveal them yet because obviously they didn't show his gameplay just yet, so we gotta wait a little bit longer. I would speculate maybe sometime around the Game Awards or PlayStation Experience they might show off a V trailer. What did you guys think of this reveal for Devil May Cry, the TGS trailer? I'm super hype. I cannot wait until this game drops. I'm a huge DMC fan, man. Capcom is killing it. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. Comment. Let me know what you think, and I will see you guys next time. Later.